Okay, we are on our fourth card, and it's hard to say it's my favorite because I love them all so much, but I do really like this one, and it does involve fussy cutting, and this is where you're going to need your blending brush. Okay, so let's cut our DSP. Our DSP is 3 3/4 times 5. It's this beautiful Lost Lagoon color, has little small animals on the other side. This is the samples I have do not use that, so never mind. Okay, ignore me. So I'm gonna cut 3 3/4 first, because I know I can get 2 out of here, and then cut at my 5. Again, I could put some of this on the inside. It's going to be, I'd cut it smaller, a smaller strip. Okay. So once you cut, Tay, will you close my door, please? So this time, those of you who are cutting your own, you'll have smaller pieces of white, and you cut your oval and you'll get your inside piece and your edge. And this time we're going to use the inside, but we're going to color it with our blends so that, I mean, you could have just colored a beige, cut a beige oval, but this is a little more subtle, and I love the look it gives. So, gosh, I'm trying to find my basic beige. If you don't have basic beige, if you used to have that Sahara Sand retired color, I think that's really similar. So I'm just getting some, making sure it's not too dark. It's actually really light. I'm pushing pretty hard to try to get it to color at all, but it's just enough to make it contrast with the white, even though it feels like hardly anything's happening here. At least that's how it feels for me. Okay, but if you put it there, it's pretty subtle. I'm just gonna keep rubbing to try to get it to show up. You can see it's a different color now, okay? We'll just do one. Oops, there goes my charger. Okay, so then is the fun part, where you get to look at this beautiful paper and pick designs to fussy cut. And I feel like there's quite a few that will work. You can see the 2 I picked there. And then, just for fun, these are some more that I fussy cut. And I might take one of those so you don't have to watch me. But some of these are too small, but they're perfect to go on the inside, like these little bunnies, although the carrot's cut off, so I don't know about that. But now that one's kind of big because I put them together, but it's kind of cute. I might do that one. I guess I've taken the 2 main ones. I could take her and either leave, I could cut off some flowers or just center her in the middle with maybe just 1 patch. But I think I'm actually gonna do that little parent-child combo. I think that's very cute. But again, you can also use all those extra pieces. This is our last card. So all those pieces that came from the punch outs, here's some of them I've taken from another thing. I mean, you could just, there's a really cute one. I don't know where it is. This is why it's better to leave them in. I mean, the duck would look really cute there too with that back color and her shawl. So if you don't have, I mean, everyone has this paper. So if you don't want a fussy cut, go look through the dies, or just sit and relax and fussy cut. Or, okay, there are more things you could fussy cut. I just die cut these because there's things in here. Let me just show you. There are other bunnies. The reason I didn't show them is because these bunnies, if you have the dies, they can be die cut. So again, you could do this little guy, same one we did before. You could do this guy hugging his carrots, or not hugging them. His arms are just full of them, so it looks to me like he's hugging them. All of these come from that paper. I was like, where are they all? It's because those, if you have the dies, you can die cut them. But you know what? I just really think that's sweet. I'm gonna do those, even though they don't perfectly fit in the frame. I love that one too, though. That's really cute also. It's tough to decide. There's so many cute images, but I have all these little ones that I can put in my inside. And you can also, if you stamp on the inside somewhere else, oh, that's what it was. I have all these guys. These are all the stamps pieces. I'm going off on a tangent, sorry. These are all the pieces you can stamp and die cut and color. So there's so many options to decorate your little cards. Anyway, I don't even know if I'm gonna put this whole thing together. Let me tell you a couple things though. Okay, so you would tape this layer to this, and then that would go to your card base flat. I do want to show you how I put this together. I gave you, because I'm extra sometimes. So I first made this card with this little hello friend on this little tiny piece. And then I thought, what if they want happy spring? That's not going to fit. So I gave you this bigger piece in case you want happy spring. I wanted you to have options. So that's why it's like that. I'm looking for my ink pad here. Okay, but I'm gonna do the happy friend, or hello friend. It's really tiny. And I may trim that down. It may not be the exact right size. That's the only stamping. And then let's put our oval together. So this time it is an exact fit. So you don't have any leeway room. You could use glue dots to hold it, or I just see a lot of people just do dimensionals. I am sticking a little tape around personally, but I can't have very much or it's gonna show. So I'm just trying to do tiny little pieces, and then I will also do dimensionals. So let me go ahead and put these pieces together. Okay, and then we'll pop this one up. Okay. And I guess how high you put that will depend on if you're doing how wide your base is. So if it's the bigger your greeting, and I would have probably attached this to the card by now, except that it's buried in my envelope under a bunch of other stuff. So then I take, again, you can cut this shorter or leave it long. And you can leave it, you could do a diagonal if you don't want to do the little flag ending. If you want to, you just cut up the middle, come in from the sides, and mine does not look perfect. Okay, and then I kind of rounded to, like, I don't know if you can tell, it kind of has a little ripple in it. And I could just stick glue dots down and be like, boom, it's done. But to keep it from flattening when it goes in an envelope too much, if I can find them, I have Got stuff buried everywhere here. I'm gonna put one little mini in the middle, but not attach it down, because I don't really, it might even lift a little higher than that, but that's just to keep it from smashing. And then I'll put my, I'll put glue dots on the part that I do want to have stick down, and I just kind of lift it to get that little build. Okay, then I would glue, I was gonna do those little parent-child, but I don't know where it went. I'll have to go find it since I've got two. I'm gonna put the guy with the handful of carrots. So cute. Okay, I know, I need to calm down. Put that there. Then I would cut this into 4 pieces like I showed you on that card, to fold it in half, cut it, fold it in half, cut it again, so you get 2 strands for each card. And then I can see that this sort of is smashing this down. If you don't want that to happen, put a mini dimensional right underneath there, because it's not going to be seeing that hole anyway, because your little stuff will cover it. Of course, here I put it, it just depends, wherever you want, and then you put your little bling around. And really, with your paper, you could make, I guess, 6 of these cards and just put different sweet images in. And I just love it. It's so sweet. And I was inspired by someone. So those are the cards for our card club. Now, I wanted to show you some other cards I made, and I forgot to grab them. I'll show you a couple, or maybe not. Sorry. This is one we made at a team meeting. Amy O'Leary planned it, and it goes flat to mail, and then it pops up like this to display. You have to not have a card underneath it. And then you can write on the back. And I did a blog post where I linked how to make this card along with another fun fold card. And I don't have it in front of me, but I posted basically everything I've made with this set there, so you can see it. I will send you guys that link. And I would love to see any cards you make with these sweet little bunnies, because they are adorable. And happy Easter next month, and have a great month. We'll talk to you later.